Diversity Awareness in the Workplace by Ribinskas. What is diversity? Diversity is the physical and cultural differences that makes up the spectrum of human differences. Diversity not only involves how people perceive themselves, but how they perceive others. Those perceptions affect their interactions. For a wide assortment of employees to function effectively as an organization, human resource professionals need to deal effectively with issues such as communication, adaptability, and change. What is diversity in the workplace? This refers to the variety of differences among people in an organization. Inclusion versus diversity. Inclusion is strategy to leverage diversity. Leveraging diversity requires an environment where people feel heard and supported to do their personal best. Diversity always exists in social systems. Inclusion, on the other hand, must be created. Inclusive diversity factors. Workplace diversity traditionally consisted of only core dimensions. But today, most organizations have adopted a more inclusive concept of diversity that includes the whole spectrum of differences between people. These secondary dimensions may have less impact than the traditional ones, but they still influence how people think of themselves and how others perceive them. Why is diverse workforce important? Because it drives economic growth. It captures a greater share of the consumer market. Recruiting from a diverse pool of candidates means a more qualified workforce. Helps businesses avoid employee turnover costs. Fosters a more creative and innovative workforce. Businesses need to adapt to our changing nation to be competitive in the economic market. It is a key aspect of entrepreneurialism, key to moving our economy forward, necessary to create a competitive economy in a globalized world. Diversity in the boardroom is needed to leverage a company's full potential. Let's talk about how to promote diversity in the workplace. Diversity training derived from the civil rights initiatives of the 1960s. As women and minorities get better positions in the workforce, others will see their negative stereotypes were misguided. As those stereotypes crumble, prejudice and discrimination wither. We can use affirmative action. This is special effort and promote disadvantaged groups. Another is diversity management programs. This creates an environment where minorities can flourish. Successful diversity training. It should be voluntary, which makes the workplace more inclusive, accommodates to increasingly diverse classes, and promotes other business goals. Companies found that mandatory programs can actually create a backlash against diversity. It should focus on interpersonal skills like mentoring, self-awareness, self-management, communicating across cultures, and career planning. Let's find out how to facilitate diversity. As managers, we must embrace diversity. Reflect your acceptance in all that you do. Managers who truly want to promote diversity must shape organizational culture to allow diversity to flourish. Recruit broadly. Work to gather diverse applicants. Avoid relying on referrals from current employees. Select fairly. Do not discriminate. Make sure tests are job related. Provide orientation and training. This can be supportive groups, mentoring, coaching to ease the transition for non-traditional employees. Sensitize all employees. Encourage all employees and provide training to help them see the value. Examples would be Black History Month, Gay and Lesbian Pride Week, International Women's Month, and monthly discussion groups. Be flexible. Accommodate employee requests. Examples would be flex time, compressed work weeks, child care, job shifts. Motivate individually. Investigate the background and culture of your employees to meet their needs. Avoid being too concerned with differences, though, because it can seem patronizing. Reinforce employee difference. Encourage employees to embrace and value different views. Example of this would be to create traditions and celebrate diversity. Yes. It's an exciting time in the workforce where diversity is becoming more accepted. We can all become better people, being examples to those around us, and together we can accomplish greatness. Let's embrace diversity.